It has been a while that I've gone to a major photo safari, and what was so intriguing was that, true enough to the name of that small town, I found myself pretty much caught into the uncertainty of what's the next thing in store for me, especially if you haven't done this for a while. And indeed, I found myself in many situations that were pretty challenging. I didn't expect it would be raining as heavily as it did, and so my outfits were not totally in sync and as prepared to all weather conditions, which is lesson learned on my part. But indeed, it was still one of the most exciting expeditions I ever had, taking landscape photographs and a bit of wildlife as well. Texas is such a vast state, land base wise. I believe it's 2.5 times larger than the Philippines, one state of America. It's the second biggest state. While driving, going through from one town to another, all you see is a bunch of land, seemingly endless. And it also brings you back in a laid-back county like Jefferson's or Marshall's towards Caddo Lake in a certain town. It really brings you back to a different time altogether. One of the major concerns I had was I had a bunch of new equipment. First time I'm using my long lens 200 to 600, so quite unfamiliar with that. A new camera body as well. So there was quite a number of adjustments, and a new tripod. I also missed out on bringing a cover for my camera, and it started to drizzle and then heavier rain. Then the camera would be able to safely take, so we had to do some provisions, make some provisions for that. So those were the things that are part of the caveat of landscape photography and outdoor compared to my portraiture that I'm more been inclined to or recently been doing. Fortunately, one of our participants who was used to kayaking in his hometown had an accident by dropping off one of his cameras and lens, so he lost the whole his equipment there. It's a good thing he had several cameras with him. I think he had 3 cameras or something for the trip. But those are the things that you really have to, that you're challenged with, that you have to be quite, concerned about. That balancing movement in the kayak, having your tripod and your long lens, and having to have the ability to paddle yourself from one section of the lake to another was indeed quite fascinating altogether. So the advice would really be to constantly, as much as you can, even in a local scene like being based here in the Philippines, I should try to do more outdoor photography here, so as to also prepare myself when I go out there in a major expedition, especially in a far distant side of the world. Like this coming May, I'm looking forward to going to Cappadocia in Turkey, and by November I'll be in Costa Rica. So this latest experience I had in Texas really brings me back to the idea that one has to really be more prepared. So those are the things that part of the learning curve, and a reminder to all photographers, especially when you go on a major adventure like this. The more prepared you are, the better off you'll be.